Alright, I think we're live.
We're up.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's get some viewers.
Let's meet this guy. Where do we have to sit?
We should have like a marker on the mat.
I know.
Like an X. It's easy to remember. I feel like this. You know,
There you go. Remember, this thing is reversed on us, but they see it normal.
right.
Kind of weird.
So, yeah, for me to get more into the screen, I want to go to my left. Oh.
Alright. Starting to get a few more people.
Yeah.
Figure I'm going to start by just showing just some arm drag options, and then we'll just go from there.
Cool. Sounds good. Do some like main challenges.
What's that? Putting your feet on bed?
I like posted a picture on our pure Facebook group,
Yeah.
and just showing that I'm like still stretching and like playing a flexible guard, and
Yeah.
then a couple other people just started posting themselves inverted and calling it the Mike Main challenge.
I can. Oh, actually, I can.
Dude, Randy posted it. He's freaking flexible, man.
Yeah, I noticed that Randy can get his, because he plays like this all the time.
Yeah. Well.
It's like Morello.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I got an idea. Maybe we can flow roll for like 5 minutes, and then as people, then we'll go see if people are in, and then we'll start teaching the moves.
Sounds good.
Looks like 2 people, but I think that includes us, so it's really 1 person watching right now. So,
Oh, really? All right.
so we gotta keep that 1 person entertained.
Yeah. Do a little something, something.
Yeah.
Sorry. Got any people?
Not yet, just 3 people.
Right?
A few more.
Where do you have the camera? There? Yeah.
Yeah.
I might go Facebook Live like right next to it with my phone just to,
Okay.
you know.
Oh, we can use this thing.
Yeah.
Just realized.
Whew. That's the most I've rolled in 3 weeks.
I know. How about this? And then we need something behind it. Keep it up. Oh, wait. Oh, you can use that thing? Or else?
You have a post, but I do need something to hold it forward a little bit. Yeah, that should be good. Is that essentially the same? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright.
Can you get rid of that?
Start live video.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. How's that looking? Oh wait, you gotta rotate it?
Why?
Oh,
Oh, it has to be up and down?
I guess.
Oh,
That's
fine.
okay.
Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah, we'll just, like I said, we'll keep plugging the YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
you get a better...
Yeah. Are we live? We got one viewer. One viewer on Facebook Live.
Oh, TJ Mitch is posting something. How do you counter Campese's hand on the hip knee quick pass? Hate that shit. Oh, we can't curse. This is for kids too,
Yeah,
right?
stuff. Hate that stuff.
Stuff.
Oh, did he say it?
Oh, I don't know. He might have.
Mm.
That's it. Sorry, I misread.
Lenny. What's up, Lenny? Scott, what's up, dude? How many we got? We got 6 on Facebook right now.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll start with the. I'm just gonna do like an arm drag series.
Arm drags, yeah. If you're watching, guys, ask questions. We're gonna go over a few things just to start, but your questions are gonna be what we build off of for the next hour or so. So yeah, join us, guys. Be ready with questions and let us know if you enjoy what we're showing. All right.
Yep. Hopefully, you can use as a little learning, a way to learn online. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna start off just by going like this is a very common thing I like to teach in no-gi classes, where you're approaching your opponent. He's on his knees. I'm on my butt. And of course, he's going to be using his hands. So of course, I like to control the hands, but a lot of times he's controlling my ankles. So whenever someone's hands are controlling my ankles, I like to control the wrist right away. And then I just pick a side. If I want to go to this side, I'm going to go right here. I'm going to do a cross grip on the elbow right here. I kick my foot out to break his grip. I open his leg a little bit just so that my foot is between his legs. And he's going to put his weight like on his hands. And then I'm going to drag my his elbow to my hip right over here. Now from here, I'm going to come up and I have to make sure that an important detail here is I don't try to climb his back with my hips lower than his hips. Okay, I got to get my hips higher than his hips. All right, so if I just try throwing my legs over, he just lifts his hips up and then forces me to play bottom again. So when I'm here, I drag, kick, and then I climb nice and high. So now my chest is on him. My hips are higher than his hips. I'm going to go for a seatbelt. I'm going to collapse him down. And then I put the hooks in right over here. And I look to trap the arm. Let's see it again.
Want to do a different angle?
Yeah. Let's see.
Do the drag side.
So I'm here. I'm gonna trap the arm, kick the leg out, and then I fold my hips just to get momentum to get higher than him. Come up over here. Sometimes I go to a takedown instead. Like as I come in this way, as he turns, I make sure I keep my arm around. So now instead, I get the single out. If I manage to beat him to here, though, this is when I'm going to go for a seat. But I don't want to just throw. If he gives me the room, I might throw the hooks in. If not, well, if he's hiding, I'm going to look to fall, put pressure at my shoulder, drop him in one hip, stretch him out, and then I put the other hook in. All right. A lot of times, it connects with a guillotine. So let's go back to this angle like this. So we're here. Of course, I look for the arm drag, but then he drops his head and to try to block me from doing a full arm drag here. So at this point, I'm going to let go of the wrist, control the head, and I go to a guillotine. I want an arm drag right here. He drops his head and he keeps on the other side. If he keeps on this side, I can still drag him. But if he keeps his head here and he's going to block me from going to the other side, I'm going to look to snap the head down. So it's like a snap down from the feet. I just go from here to here, snap, and I want to try to get higher, and then I'm going to fall right to my hip. I make sure my hand is really, really high over here, grab the wrist, and throw my leg as high on his back as I can for the choke. Look for this arm drag. He uses his head, I snap his head down, and I come right to this guillotine. This could be an arm-in or standard, but right now I would do the standard just because his arms, I'm in front of his shoulder right here. And then I'm going to lift my elbow. I want to bring my wrist in front of his shoulder to block him. All right. If I allow his shoulder to touch my chest, like drive your shoulder in, he can start beating me to the other side. So I try to come here. It slows him down. Try to drive forward. It slows him down, and then I'm able to throw my leg right here to go.
I love that detail.
Yeah.
The high elbow.
The high elbow is very important, right?
Yeah. What's nice about that is even if they get to the other side too, you still have the opportunity
Sometimes
to
you
finish.
can.
Yeah.
If the elbow blocks the shoulder.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah,
if I'm in your guillotine.
Here.
Right? And I want to come to the other side, but he's able to keep that elbow here. He can sometimes finish me right here, even though I'm in like the more dominant position.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's any questions up higher. They're just.
Yeah. What we got here? People watching. Any questions? We got 9 people on Facebook right now.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. Awesome. My mom is watching. Hey, Mom.
Any techniques Miss Main wants to watch, or?
Probably gonna get some backlash for not practicing social distancing. Hello.
Hello.
What's up, Richard? Anything down here?
Yeah, it's just TJ Mitch was asking about how he defends.
The hip.
Like Campese likes to pass.
Yeah, it's a tough pass. Tough pass to deal with. I usually like to step across with my far leg, you know. He does a really good job at clearing everything, though, preventing it. But my ideal position is I'm not looking to shrimp anymore. Okay, shrimping's gonna help him. Okay, let's back up a little bit. Right here. Shrimping opens everything up here. Okay, so it depends on how far this foot gets. Okay, if the foot's still behind my legs, I'm bringing my knees up and tight because I don't want this knee being dropped. We kind of talked about that a little bit when Andy was here the other day.
Yeah, on Monday. So
Yeah.
Monday we did the drill where if I went to one side, he shrimped, went here, and then he uses his outside leg too.
Mm-hmm.
So the important thing is this outside leg is here while this inside knee is inside. So it kind of blocks me.
Mm-hmm. If he gets past my knee, I'm going to do that same thing that Yanni was talking about here, stepping. But then I like to bring this knee in and then get a figure 4 on the knee. That will at least slow it down and then try to collect the legs.
Break me to a hip.
Yeah, but that's also very hard to do on Joe. But very least with that step across, which Yanni was just talking about, usually you can get a little bit of distance to create space and recover your guard.
Yeah.
You know.
Sometimes if I keep a good frame, so let's just say let's go this way. He goes hip and knee. This is an important like frame right here. So one hand on the shoulder, one on the bicep, elbow and knee together. So as he tries to open, he wants to open my leg. As he opens, I make sure that my knee stays in, and then I try to lasso.
Nice.
It's another thing. So
Yeah.
so even if we're here, as he pushes, I go with him, and until I can get my other foot over here.
Yeah.
Now, once this foot is here, I know I can recover a full guard. So that's a good drill to do sometimes. If you have a partner to just, as you're gonna let them get to their hip control, hip grips. They're going to start walking the legs in, and then we're just going to kind of shrimp as we move through.
All right, we got. How do you guys like to set up the Darce? And my mom says no ankle hooks, please.
No ankle hooks. All right, we won't.
No ankle hooks.
We won't do any ankle hooks.
Maybe heel hooks and maybe ankle hooks.
Yes.
No ankle hooks, Mom.
As
Don't
long
worry.
as. Yeah. Why don't we go over some Darces? What do you got?
Oh yeah, I love Darces. Let's see. Do you want to go basics or like setups or?
Let's start with a basic, just so everyone can see how we do the Darce, and then we'll go over like a setup we use maybe while passing or whatever, however you like to set it up.
So do you want to set up from turtle to start or?
Yeah, let's do the turtle
Okay.
because that's like a common way to set it up.
So this is definitely a strong practical setup, but this will also just really drill in the basics of how to do a Darce choke. Are we in frame right now? Let's back up a little bit. So Darce chokes, like most head arm chokes, you ideally want to compress your partner, arm across the neck, okay, and then looking to attack both sides of the arteries, okay? So let's just talk about difference between Darce and Anaconda, okay? They're both done on the same side, okay? Common misconception is one's on one side, one's on the other. Not true, okay? They're both on the same side. It's the direction of your choking arm. So if Yanni's on his knees here, and turtle. For Anaconda, the opposite of Darce, arm goes from neck to armpit here, okay? And then looking to figure four on the far side.
The figure four is on the side,
Yes.
outside of my shoulder.
Figure four lands in the armpit. On the opposite, so same head arm, right? Same arms inside, but we're going armpit laced up through the neck, and then the figure four
is on my neck side.
Lands here, okay? Now, locking the figure four can be difficult, so that's why we're going to get into compressing our partner, okay? There's a couple different ways to do it. I'm going to do a really simple way where I'm going to lock my hands in front of the chest, compress my elbows, which is going to drive his elbow across his neck, and then we're just going to lace up through the chest here. Okay, so let's go towards me here. So we're just going to work from basic headlock control here, okay? What I'm going to do is, like I said, lock my hands. I'm going to align my elbow with his elbow here to compress, okay? Usually he's going to be trying to keep this wide. He might be trying to reach part of my leg, okay? So what I'm going to try to do is compress. Okay, I'm going to do that on the other side so you can see where my choke is going to go. Okay, so I compress, and then once the arm's in, my lock goes up through the neck here, okay? And my usually reference point is usually to get my whole hand exposed, okay? If just my fingertips are kind of reaching out, you're going to have a really weak choke, okay?
And I'm going to have a strong, like a big shoulder and open neck too.
Yeah, absolutely. His defense is going to be strong. My offense is going to be really weak, okay? And then from here, I like to get my forearm behind the neck too to really compress him down. Arm all the way up. Look, whole hand exposed. From here, try not to open up and then catch your bicep. Let your arm slide. Tricep goes to the back of the head. Grab your bicep. This hand slides underneath your chin, and then from here, everything just compresses. Okay? Close that gap. So one more time. We're here. Close the elbow. Lock comes up. Look at my forearm behind the head. Everything is pinching. Boom, boom. Okay? Slide up. Slide to the bicep grip. Hand comes under the chin. And we squeeze to compress. You want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I guess we could just like, sometimes you want to break them down, sometimes.
Oh yeah, like roll me to my side? Yeah, for sure. You want to add that?
Yeah, so sometimes we're here, we can get to the same position. I can break them down to this shoulder right here, and then I can start looking for the figure four. And then of course, when I want to finish, I want to put my pressure down this way, and then I start looking to maybe hook his top leg, because a lot of his escapes are going to have to do with him being able to like recover, like using that leg to get up again. Yeah, so if I can keep him like this trapped while I have the arms figure forward right over here, I feel like this is a very strong way to finish, especially, and it's very strong for no gi, of course. if his legs go to the outside, he can sometimes get the half guard and get
Yeah.
on flat on his back. That's usually the way I try to escape. If I either get half guard to go flat,
Yeah.
or build myself up and then open my elbows wide.
Yeah. I'm very focused on trying to expand myself to weaken that grip on their arm. You know.
Yeah. So instead of being like whole hand on the tricep,
Yeah.
if they only have their fingertips, and then they're gonna get tired.
Yeah,
and
they can only hold for so long. Good question. Good question. Do you want to go into setups we like? Or?
Yeah. So what setups do you like?
My favorite one is countering the underhook from side control.
Okay.
Yeah, just sliding up. It's really, really simple, and
So you're on top, side control?
I'm on top. Yeah. So this is one of my go-tos for Darce setups. Just slide back a little bit. And you mind switching to the other side? So general rule in side control, top and bottom, the underhook will often, have the control. So if I have underhook on top, that's how I'm going to be able to flatten out my partner. If Yanni gets his underhook, he can usually start getting mobile and getting to his side, and hopefully for him, set up escapes, right? So I'm going to counter it by first digging a whizzer, and then I'm going to look to start going over the head. So we're essentially in that same position where we had our hands locked, except now Yanni's on his side. Okay, and now what I need to do is start sliding my body up towards his head. Right now, if I start trying to reach to the neck, I'll never do it. Okay, his head and his arm are way too far apart. Remember, we were talking about compressing our partner. Okay, so once I'm here, I'm going to kind of pivot on my knees and slide above the head. So now I can get a nice deep grip. Look, my hand and some of my wrist and forearm are exposed. So now I know I'm going to be able to get a nice strong lock, right? So we go bicep, fingertips should actually reach for the tricep. Okay, and then the hands come up under the chin, and we squeeze there. Okay. So
Yeah,
again,
and as he's doing it, he's almost like locking my arm. So I want you almost want my arm between your legs if you can. So as he puts pressure on me this way, as he goes this way, my hand drops.
Yeah, for sure. I don't want this underhook high on my back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be putting a lot of pressure to try to get that to the mat. Yeah. So one more time with that, starting from side control. Right when you start feeling that underhook, look, we're swimming. We swim and slide up. And like Yanni was saying, I'm dropping my shoulder to really bring this arm to the mat. Arm deep, catch our own arm. Don't be lazy with this hand and just place it where it is, guys. This needs to slide high up underneath our chin, and then we squeeze from there. Yeah, that's one of my favorite Darces.
Yeah, absolutely. And it can work a little bit from, like, we started off with the arm drag, right? So so sometimes when you set up an arm drag and you get up to your feet, you end up in a front headlock and you break them down.
Absolutely.
You know? So maybe I was here in an arm drag and I tried to go to the back. I didn't quite get it, but I can go to a front headlock instead. And then from here, change my angle for the Darce. Or from a guillotine, we can do like the anaconda. So a lot of times I'll fall towards the side. Maybe I try to do a guillotine and he falls to his back. All right. One of my favorite setups for the guillotine here now is when his arm's here, I catch it with my foot to push it across. Then I punch my arm deep, and now I can change to an anaconda where I turn my thumb down so I can grab my tricep, come in, and it's the same thing. I want to come in close.
I love that arm kill. I remember I saw it in I don't remember what year it was, but Hoffa did it to Cobrini.
Yeah, Hoffa
trapping the arm with his leg. I was
Hoffa
like,
also submitted, I think, it was like first or second round in ADCC.
who was it? Yeah.
He submitted
Raider,
Lovato's guy.
was it?
Yeah, Justin
Raider,
Raider.
right?
He submitted
Yeah.
Justin Raider with it.
Mm-hmm.
That was beast. That was
And Raiders no joke, man. I rolled
and
him a few
yeah,
years ago.
and actually there's a great video of him rolling with Andre Galvao. They're rolling for like 10 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Andre had him double underpass for like the longest time.
I think I saw that.
Then at the very end, he gets to a front headlock and then falls and then ends up submitting him with the anaconda using that same setup. You know.
Galvao got that?
No,
Hoffa really?
Hoffa.
That's unreal, man. And just thinking of like Hoffa's what, like 150 pounds.
Exactly.
Galvao was like
I did a seminar with
200 with
Hoffa.
a huge
He wasn't
shoulders.
that big. I was actually
He's little?
surprised. I was surprised. Like I was expecting him to be a little bigger because I know
Yeah.
that he cuts a lot of weight, but
Yeah.
he just has such a thin waist, and he wasn't like a really big guy at all.
Yeah. He was small too. When
Yeah.
you had him here.
Yeah.
That was awesome. What we got here? Any more questions? We're up to 13 people now. Let me scroll back. What's up, guys? We're answering questions. Mike with that damn side control. Trevor, you know I love that setup. Scott says, can you guys go over leg locks? We could definitely go over a couple things from there. What else? We got a lot of people watching right now. Ask questions, guys. Did you want to build off anything with the arm drag, or is there anything else you want to do from there?
Yeah, well, basically, I usually do. There's going to be the only other option to do, which can go into leg locks or an X guard, is the other way that someone can defend a leg drag is to post their other leg, right? So if I'm here trying to do arm drag. So if he's on his knees and I go to arm drag him here, he may step to the other side, because now when he comes here, he could possibly get the side control. So as soon as I notice I drag his arm across and I notice this leg is coming up, I want to go over his leg. So if he does try to go to side control, I'm going to catch him here and then try to put my inside hook in, and then I'm going to push him back. And as you see, I can go right into a single leg X. So see that again?
Yeah, that's cool. Let's slide back a little bit.
So I go for the arm drag, then I'm going to catch him here. Because if his leg goes past my shoulder here, he can go for side control. And that does happen. I mean, I try to do that, honestly, a lot. When people arm drag me, try to jump to side control.
Me
like
too.
That. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to come over. So now as I fall, if I have a good guard from the beginning with my knees in my chest, I should be able to get this foot in. And then I can step right on the hip and push him back, and then start either setting up a sweep or possibly start looking to break him down to a hip so that we can get into attacking the legs. All right, so if I want to do the sweep, I always this is the way I like to connect from single leg XX, because a lot of people just try to start scooping here, and now I get a weak grip over here. So I like to control the knee right here. Now I don't let his knee go as I underhook. Here. Now I pass the knee off. Now if he tries to pull out, I have his leg, I go with him. Now I'm going to come underneath, elevate, and I get up. Let's look at that from the arm drag. So I try to arm drag, he steps over to catch, push him away. And this hand, here's another thing, this hand can redirect him. So maybe he wanted to push into me, I redirect him back onto his hands, and I get to single leg X. I catch his kneecap, hold it tight as I come underneath.
That's a great detail.
Yeah, this way the person doesn't run away from us.
I love that.
And this is important, because if he grabs my wrist and pushes it down, he can start bailing, especially if he has flexible hips. I know when I'm on top, I do that a lot. I'm always pushing the wrist down and then try to circle the foot out. And so if I make sure I'm over here, if he does start grabbing my wrist, this is when I have to off balance him, so he has to use his hands. And then I come up. Yeah, controlling that knee. And it's the same thing if I were going to go for a leg lock. You want to control the knee. If you get used to underhooking by the ankle, then their hips and their knees are very flexible.
Yeah, very loose.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we got here. Do you prefer the cross grip to control their hands when you have their back? Cross grip. We have a couple questions actually. Can you review the armbar transition triangle from the seminar? Yeah, that's a good one. I've been working that myself actually.
And what was the last question?
Do you prefer the cross grip to control their hands when you have their back? Yes.
Oh yeah. You want to go over
I
that?
love the cross grip.
Yeah.
Usually the intention of killing arms, trapping with legs. That's pretty much the main value of the cross wrist grips.
Makes it much easier to actually strip. Instead of just doing a seatbelt, where a seatbelt, people are going to be defending their neck, so their hands are going to be high. Now, if you do the cross, you can get their hands lower, right?
Yeah, for sure. And the really nice value of, again, like I said, I'm mainly using it for trapping arms. Old school arm traps are same side wrist. And if you look to trap same side wrist, you definitely can do it. But the problem you run into, and I used to always run into, is now both our arms are trapped. And for me to make a little space for my arm to come out, his arm can come out as
Comes
well.
open. Yeah, good point.
As opposed to the cross side, when I trap, only his arm's trapped,
Yeah, his
not
arm's
mine.
out of the picture completely.
Yeah,
And then you can go to a straight arm on this side.
work towards the neck.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so let's go over that again.
Yeah, for sure. So cross wrist, I've heard it called the straight jacket control. Reason for that is going cross wrist. If I pull the wrist
pull 'em
across,
apart.
look, it looks like he's in a straight jacket. It's just
And
a
it-
nice
And it's
reference
actually
to
pretty
use.
strong, right? So pull your elbows back. I actually don't have power this way to free my arms. I
Yeah.
don't. I literally don't. Like here, I'm actually kind of strong because I could bend my arm and touch my face. But when if he pulls back far enough, I literally can. Then he
Very
can start
weak.
pushing it down.
Right. This next little detail, in my opinion, is crucial for trapping arms, especially if you don't have the dexterity in the hips. Okay, you need an angle. Okay, so I'm going to look to fall towards the exposed shoulder side. Okay, not my choking arm side. And when I do this, I'm going to angle out almost like a body triangle position with my legs, and I'm going to put my chest underneath his shoulder here. Okay, and I'm going to show you why we do this. Okay, first time I'm going to fall to my side without doing that here. Okay, so I don't have the angle, right? So if I start to look to trap, this is very reliant on my hip dexterity, okay? As opposed to if I angle, look how much further I can get this wrist. Anyone can do this, I promise, okay?
And the other thing, what you're doing here with the foot across, you're making my escape one step further. I need to now
Yes,
come here, come
absolutely.
here. This is a big step. Whereas if we kept it here,
It goes
where our
here.
hips are straight, I can sometimes step
Yep.
over easier.
So
Going here with the leg across, now it slows me down.
yeah, I have his hips pretty much completely controlled right now. And notice this little flex I'm doing on top of his leg. I'm really trying to keep his legs from getting to the outside of my foot, just like Yanni was saying. For him, if he gets my foot to the inside of his legs, he's significantly closer to his escape. Okay, and now look, look how far I can get this wrist. The lower you get the wrist, the easier it is to trap with your leg. Okay, and then you can either look to start peeling back or just throw your leg inside, whatever you want to do. And then from there, we're gonna switch the wrist grip so our choking hand's free. Okay, and then from here, it's pretty much easy street. Is the only thing he has left is tucking his chin. Okay, my favorite way to get under the chin, something Gianni Grippo showed me. It's called just holding your imaginary key. Okay, we're gonna start at the top of the jaw. Don't look to go directly under the chin. Okay, start at the top of the jaw. He can tuck his chin as much as he wants.
There's always a little space next to me.
Exactly. There's always a little space by the jaw. Keep your head close. Work your way across, and we're not even gonna let go. We're just gonna clamp the back of the shoulder and draw the wrist back. Okay, that or elbow back, I should say. That elbow back is
Cool. Let's
Yeah,
do that. Let's
you
do that
should-
again. Let's do that.
Do you want to
again.
go over the finish details? I love your elbow
Oh
back
yeah,
finish.
yeah, sure, absolutely. Like so, we have this position. I get my cross grips. I'm on. Oh, I'm sorry. No, side. I'll actually do this side right here. So we're going here, and I'm looking to trap his arm, and notice that I push, connect my wrist and my heel, which means I'm in front of his arm, and then I hide the hand. Now I come here, I control this hand. Anytime you control the hand, if you grab the wrist, he's still pretty strong, he can fight out of it. If you grab the hands right over the knuckles, it's much harder. And I tuck my head real close. Here's another detail, like sometimes I can get underneath the chin, but then he can turn and look at his shoulder because my head is back. But if I put my head here, as I come this way, can you look? He can't look that much. So as I come in this way, his chin comes up, and then I'm going to come here. I can finish it just by pulling my elbow, almost like I'm doing like a bow and arrow choke here, just by pulling it this way. And then a lot of times I'll put this hand behind my leg. It's like a shoulder lock. And then when he wants to let go of the arm, I connect my hands if I want to do. Same thing. I do the rear naked choke like this, but I pull his elbow in this direction.
I notice you're grabbing my neck when you're gripping rather than my shoulder.
Yeah, if I can.
Do you
Actually,
prefer
if I can. Because then it hides my fingers more.
So I can't grab.
Yeah, where if I grab here, there is a still.
Okay, might be able to peel it.
Yes,
That's
so-
cool.
So you come like this, and you pull in this
Yeah,
direction.
I've never done that.
Yeah,
I like that.
it's a good way to keep it tight. And one-handed chokes are
Oh, they're the best.
definitely the best.
Nice. I hope that answered your question there, Mark.
I think that there might be more down, no?
Is there? Oh yeah. What else we got here? just a bunch of more viewers.
Oh, and the armbar, yeah. Why don't we go over just that armbar detail?
Absolutely.
So, armbar, we're just going to be already in an armbar.
I'm going to start. Where's the best angle?
If we do it, so we're in this one, we'll be in the middle of this one no matter what.
Okay.
So my details here, anytime I have an armbar, is I have to control the elbow. This is very important because if I control the wrist early, this is the grip I make when I want to straighten the arm, when he has no grip. But if he has grips, if I grab the wrist, it's very easy for him to turn into me and drop his elbow to the mat, and then this is his way up. And I know if he gets up, he's going to stack me. I want to avoid that. So I scoop deep, underhook the leg, turn, and I step on his bicep. So when I step on his bicep, puts my heel over his shoulder, which means even without this leg, if he tries to sit up, he runs into my heel and it slows him. It won't keep him down forever, but that's going to slow him down. Doubling it up with my outside leg makes it even stronger. And I'm hugging this leg. Now, sometimes I do break the grip, but then he re-grips, but he grips on the other side, and we're in this situation. I can always triangle. I come underneath. I bring my knee under his neck, and then I walk my foot inward like I'm jacking his head up like a car jack. I walk it until my heel is right here. Then I just take this foot and I come right here. Notice I'm not doing a super deep triangle. I don't want a super deep triangle yet because he's on his back. If he was on his knees, then I would want to kick the back of my knee around his neck. But instead, I'm just going to come right here, and then I straighten and I get a figure four. This is a very painful position. He's going to want to tap. If not, I can just do an arm bar right here. Finally, if he does get up, I just hold his head and hold his leg as I kick my leg to finish and fix the full triangle.
Brutal.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal. Let's do that just one more time, just so I want to actually go over the whole idea of keeping the person down. So remember, it's all about this. If at any point, especially in no gi, if at any point this elbow starts lowering, I have to scoot in. Everything comes to like lifting this up really high. And then I come to this position, stepping right here. Now I know he wants to get up and I'm going to be fighting him. Sometimes my foot goes through, or sometimes I break his grip and he re-grips. So here it's hard to break this grip, but the triangle's so much stronger, I would just go for the triangle. I'm staying on my side, come underneath. I start walking his head up. See how his lower back is coming off the ground? That's kind of what we want. Now you just bring the leg in. It should be a nice, easy triangle. There's also this figure four, this Americana armbar. If his elbow touches the mat and he starts coming up, I stay on my side, and there's a nasty submission right there. That one's good against big guys too, like.
The shoulder lock?
Yeah, because like if they're building their way up, it's hard to actually finish sometimes harder figure four, but this sideways figure four, like it's a little bit slight angle. It's not a reverse triangle, it's still a standard triangle.
Yeah.
But that knee in front of their shoulder keeps them from being able to stack me, and then you just finish on that armbar. It's a very
for sure.
painful one.
Yeah, no problem, Trevor. I love that one. That was probably the number one technique I took from the seminar too.
That's one of my favorites.
That triangle, that back triangle. Hey Lulu, what up?
Hello.
Hello.
I saw some good Corona memes on the Seinfeld page.
I think I did too. Yeah.
The one was like he's saying to his doctor, "Corona." It's like, is it Corona? Because I don't know what it is.
Is it lupus? Is it Corona?
Corona? Is it Corona? That's too much.
What else?
Yeah.
What else?
We can work. I also like a back take from there too, like the same armbar position to take the back. So like
that's probably, if I'm thinking correctly, something very similar to that I do.
So I do. Everything's the same. I'm here and my foot's here, and maybe I want to go for the triangle, but maybe for whatever reason. Actually, it's when my foot, I can't get my foot
Can't get
inside.
it through, right?
Like maybe you have a figure four grip or something like that. When there's a figure four grip, it's hard to get my foot inside.
Yep.
So I may, instead of like trying to insist on an armbar that I may not get, I can go to the back when I come in this way, and I do the same movement. It's like this. The only difference here is now I switch my arms to a figure four.
Yep.
1, 2. Now we can just use the Kimura to take the back.
Yeah, that's one of my go-tos from the armbar position.
Yeah.
And like you're saying, most often on bigger guys.
Yeah.
Because, just breaking the grip
I
and
know,
transition to a triangle is a little scary to
exhausting.
do.
There are some times when you're like holding the armbar position too long on a stronger opponent, and my hands are just shot.
Yeah, exactly. I'd much rather be on the back.
Yeah. So he figured fours this time, and it's hard for me to step on his bicep. So I'm still gonna lean to the side, and I'm still gonna pick him up this way. Now I can't really take his back without this arm out, so I switch arms first, and then I can either just do a Kimura grip, because if you try to get into my guard, I can use this Kimura grip to slow you down and put you back. And then all I have to do is position your head a little higher so I can keep that same Kimura grip from here, and then we can go right back to our
Where we were.
back taking system when
Nice.
we're finishing on that rear
Yeah.
naked. Yeah, I definitely love using that armbar into the back.
Yeah, me too. Oh, Andy's watching.
Ah.
Frankie's watching. What's up, guys? Andy's working on his house today.
Oh, good.
That's why I couldn't get over here.
Get to work.
Questions, guys. Questions. Going over a lot of good stuff. High level mount armbar. So we can kind of like regress, I guess, a little bit and
Yeah.
go
So
show the actual setup.
sure. I think. Yeah. Why don't you go over it? This one since I went over the last few.
Yeah, for sure. The way I've been liking to set it up lately is based off pressure. When you're first learning arm bars, just to learn the concept of it, you're usually starting high up, pulling the arm across, starting to get an understanding of S-mount, but a lot of space could be difficult to actually get that angle. So I've been liking to set it up actually from like an arm triangle setup. So I'm getting a deep grip underneath the head here, and I'm looking to start attacking this side, okay? And if I get the arm triangle, that's great, but if they start resisting, I don't want to fight that battle. I'm actually going to set it up on the opposite side. I'm sliding my knee up through the armpit there, okay? And they're usually a bit less concerned on this side when you're in this battle, okay? And once I meet my elbow inside my knee, okay, see how my knee is right about the same level of his head? I'm a little bit posted up, so let's slide back. Let's slide back. There we go. So my elbow is inside my knee here. Posted on this foot slightly so I can start looking to flip my heel. Everything needs to be high up. Like, I'm not even happy with how high up I am right now. I'm going to take some time to inch everything a bit higher up. Okay? And the reason for that is, too, usually bridges can create space. The bridge comes from the hips. Okay? So the further I am away from the hips, the less affected I am from the bridge. He can't really get his shoulders off with the bridge. He can get up maybe to like his chest level, right? His shoulders will still be there. So he can get his hips all the way up. It's not going to bother me if I'm nice and high up here. Once I'm here, swim the arm inside, post, leg always over first. Start looking to catch the leg you want.
And then the arm bar.
Yep, exactly. So again here, playing low, deep grip, finger in the armpits, bringing the focus to this side. And like I said, if I get the arm triangle, great. Okay, if not, I'm really trying to distract him over here, get this fight going. And when he starts resisting here, boom, we slide the knee up on the other side. Then we collect the elbow, pull up. I can start loosening it up here a little bit, maybe controlling the back of the head. Throw the foot underneath. Never post, ever post. Way too much space, he can get his knee in, there's no pressure. Heel tucked.
Yeah, now I can get my knee inside.
Yeah, and then again, you're like, feel out where you are. Like if I'm here, that's probably the difference of an inch.
Yeah,
I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna feel it. Slide up an inch. He bridges. I'm not going anywhere. Hug. Post. Leg over. Fall back.
Oh, real good.
Yeah.
Real solid. Yes, getting that knee up high.
Everything.
Yeah, and then you can do like a triangle probably from there too as well.
Yeah. Kill the far side arm.
Very similar to when we attack the triangle from side control, like when you're faking the mount.
Yep.
Yeah, see,
We got up there.
Review the butterfly, assuming the person steps on the leg to counter. Steps up on their leg to counter your sweep. Oh, I see. Well, a leg posted butterfly. So Lauren's asking, we're here. Maybe we're playing. Yeah, let's turn this way.
Slide back a little bit.
So if I'm here, maybe I have an over. I like butterfly sweeps with an overhook because people are more apt to go forward. A lot of times when I have my underhook already, they tend to back away, and this is not a time to sweep them on me. Now I'm gonna pull. Now we're gonna separate ourselves. I like to get a nice deep overhook here, and a lot of people don't do it this way, but I like to grab here. This is this puts a lot of pressure on the shoulder down. Okay, so when I come in, I grab his elbow, grab the back of my own thigh, and I come in. If he stays on his knees, it should be fairly easy for me to get up and finish the sweep. If he gets up, what I can do, I can still finish the sweep if he gets up. If I come here and he stands up, what I'm going to have to do now, instead of sweeping him like in this direction, I'm going to sweep him in this direction. So I'm just going to change the direction. As soon as his knee touches, I can sweep him. From here, his leg comes up. So now if I keep going this way, I feel like I'm going into a wall. But from here, I'm going to just retract my leg. I look back, and I bring him forward. And a lot of times I bring my knee up high so I can possibly get him out, or even start setting up submissions here with the overhook. The only other option there, Lauren, is that you can do, that's when you go into X guard if you can't sweep him, This is where we're here.
Right. Yep.
Here, and maybe we're here, and I just feel like I'm not underneath him anymore. He's actually back a little bit. So now I'm going to come underneath his leg, and now I just bring my hip under his knee this way, right here. So don't put this hook in here. He could just drop both knees to the mat, and then I have no X guard, and he's basically passed. First I bring my hip underneath. Now, if he tries to drop down, he lands on my chest. And I can always lift and put my hooks back in. Same detail from before. Kneecap. Don't do one of these, because sometimes I see people going like this, thinking they have better control, but yeah, the more sweatier the person is, less control. The more you have the kneecap, the better. And for me, I like to start building myself up to my feet. You don't use those butterfly sweeps, do you, Lauren?
She will now. Ooh, we got 15 people on Facebook. What's up, guys? G-roll to the back. Twan wants to know the G-roll. I'll show a little bit of G-roll.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't wait to get back. Frankie, hi.
Shout out to Alex Eklund there.
Eklund's up in here?
No, I'm just...
Oh, for the G-roll.
For the
yeah,
G-roll, yeah,
for sure. It's funny. I don't play G-roll that much in regular training, but I hit it almost every time I compete. Yeah. At least just
it is hard. It is hard to defend if you're not ready for it. Yeah. I know Hooven gets me in that every once in a while.
Oh yeah, Hooven plays the G-roll.
Yeah, Hooven likes the G-roll. So you want to go over it?
Yeah, for sure. So G-roll set up from Z-guard here. Really strange attack, okay? We're rarely exposing our backs to our partner, and it seems like we could be in danger, but if you're playing this right, you're totally safe, especially from the back, okay? Key details with this: one, knees posted to the inside, just like normal Z-guard, but sometimes there's different Z-guards where your legs are unlocked, maybe playing a little bit higher. This one, you have to keep your ankles locked. Have to, okay? And the top leg is always in front. Can't play here, okay? I don't know if you guys were able to see that, but yeah, this leg, actually, let me just slide out, should always be in front, never behind, okay? So once I'm here, I'm gonna keep my frame and start looking to go belly down. And what this is gonna start doing is picking this knee up off the mat.
So guys, actually, I'm gonna point something out here. When he turns his chest away, he's actually denying me chest to chest. Like if I wanted to do a pass, normally my passes require me to do this to him.
Right.
So a lot of times when he does this movement, it's very hard for me to pass anyway.
Mm-hmm. Slide back just a tiny bit. So essentially what we're going to do here is a complete barrel roll, okay? I'm going to drop my chest to the mat. Notice my ankles are still locked, okay? And that's what's going to prevent him from pushing back into me, okay? I'm going to extend this arm, complete my roll, and look, my knee, because my legs are locked, are going to flip his leg, immediately catching that ankle, going to double back control, and then looking to catch those hips. Throw the hooks in, get my seatbelt control.
So finish is very similar to Kiss of the Dragon.
Yeah. There's actually variations where you do, rather than going belly down, like if you posted that leg, coming up, and then that's almost exactly like Kiss the Dragon.
You get to the Kiss the Dragon position because your knee gets inside and you're forcing, like right now I'm on my knees, but he's forcing me on this leg so that this leg is away.
Driving all his weight exactly in that direction. So that's just all I'm doing. Yeah, like Yanni says, I'm pushing all his weight in this way. So it's very easy for my legs to just drift his leg to the other side. Okay, so just show that one more time. Z-guard here, got my frame, ankles are locked. Okay, I like to keep this on the shoulder to the last second.
Now this leg comes up.
Rotate, catch this right away. Okay, and then look. Now my leg's open. Shin hook 1, shin hook 2, kick out. I'm always looking for waist control first. Okay, I don't like when people start dropping their hips and start turning into me. So I catch the waist.
And then once my hips are down, then he knows he can take my back.
Yes.
Scoot Cooper.
Scott Cooper, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? He's probably living in the woods right now, chopping down trees.
I think he's a
lumberjack.
He was on the stream yesterday when we were breaking down matches.
Scott Cooper's the man. What else we got here? Michael LaRosa, Chris Lopez. Yeah, man. Dude, G-Roll's fun. Chris Albright, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Hope everyone's safe. Their families are safe. We did Lauren's question. Thanks. No, I don't because I telegraph. That was in response.
That was a response.
Yeah.
It's not about telegraphing though. A lot of times, but a lot of times you need the right tool for the right job. If you're trying to do a sweep where you pull them over your head and they're backing away, now there's space, and that's where, that's why sometimes if the person backs away, I threaten with like a double leg. That's another thing. Like if I'm playing butterfly here, and I'm trying to come here, and then he's just backing away. Every time I suck in, then what I can do is this leg, I can come up and do like a low double, and then he's gonna have to drive into me. And now I'm in a position where I can start setting up my sweep.
Yeah.
But since I'm like this anyway, you come up, and then you can do a double leg. If in the gi it's stronger, I can grab the outside of the knees, the pants, and I just put my head in the chest, and I just drive. And then if I can lift their knees up, that I love doing on big guys because it's a pain in the neck to sweep them anyway, especially if they're defensive.
Yeah.
You get some real action going once you start coming up, and they're like, oh no.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's actually something big that when I made a couple of trips out to Ryan Halls, he was talking about all the time. He likes to push with his head. When he's playing low, get the head underneath, push forward. And if they don't resist, just come up for the single leg, and they will most definitely address it.
Yeah. So you're saying from what position?
So if you're on your knees, he was always playing low. So right, yeah. So if you're not responding, I'll just drive forward and start coming to the outside.
And actually, look what happened. As soon as his head is shifting my weight onto this knee, now this knee is light.
Yep. Exactly. I can come up to here. Go far side. A lot of people will start coming up to resist, like posting. I can come shin on shin and get underneath.
Now my hips are high enough that he can get underneath me. So he doesn't have to, like if he gets higher than me, he'll do wrestling and take me down.
Mm-hmm.
If I get higher than him, just
go back underneath. Yep, exactly.
It looks like Scott's asking about using
a grappling dummy.
Yeah, what to do in the grappling dummies?
Full of shirts.
The best thing to do in those are like triangles, I feel like, or just practice transitions like knee on belly, maybe.
Yeah.
Does your dummy have legs, or is it just arms?
Is it just like the jacket filled up, Scott, or it kind of depends on what dummy you have. Even up here.
To the left. laughing at our super close up.
Oh, stop laughing at us.
We just have it posted up there. We don't have a camera,
Yeah.
a dedicated cameraman.
Scott says, yep, legs too.
Ah,
And a
yeah.
head. All
Well, if
right.
they have legs, you can practice guard passing. I would practice like hip and knee, going from side to side.
Mm-hmm.
Practice knee on bellies. Andres.
Can't see the full technique.
Oh,
Can you adjust that one slightly down?
I
feel like
kind of can, but at the same time, I feel like
we need to just keep backing up.
yeah, we'll just back up more. I think that I don't want to.
If you adjust
We'll just
this-
back up. We'll just
yeah.
back up. How about that?
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, guys.
From here?
Yeah. Yeah, just remember. That's why we need our marker,
I
guys.
know. We gotta.
Don't worry, we're going to get a marker, guys. We're going
I
to
know.
get good at this. We got plenty of time, unfortunately. For grappling dummy, yeah, keep it simple. Just side-to-side passes if you want to drill your passes. Guard, just always go over your fundamentals. Stuffing.
Oh, so Brian
stuffing an
McLaughlin's
arm.
here on YouTube. He wants to see Mikey's crafty rolling Kimura counter. So,
Oh
like-
man, that's, you know what? I want to film like a whole DVD series on that, but I'd be happy to show some cool stuff. I have different stages of counters depending on how deep into it they get on me. I'll show you the first one. This is my favorite one. I'm usually looking to encourage the person to start attacking the rolling Kimura on me. It's from a shin on shin. This is like one of my favorite ones. I actually hit it in one of my EBI matches. Didn't get the dominant position I wanted, but I still created a nice scramble out of it.
Yeah,
So
this way, I guess.
yeah, what I'm going to do is look to go to shin on shin. I'm going to post my hand on the far knee. So many people will just go right for it, okay? And when they do, just freeze for a second. Come back up, Sorry. I just want to talk about general concepts. Actually, I'm going to allow him to do the rolling Kimura real quick. So he does the rolling Kimura. And if he beats me to it, he's not going to allow my elbow to get off the mat, or get to the mat, I should say. Okay, the reason for that is if I try to get up and my elbow can't get to the mat, that exposes my back and everyone starts taking it.
I slow him down and then enough to get this hook in.
Exactly. But let's just say he's lazy and I am able to get my elbow to the mat. That might allow me to start coming up, right? All right, so let's keep that in mind. Let's reset this. Right when I feel my partner starting to attack this rolling Kimura, I'm immediately going to put my elbow to the mat, okay? And this is going to look like a fireman's carry, all right? It's going to look exactly like a fireman's carry. So let's actually slide this way a bit more. So right when I start feeling it, watch. I drop my elbow and I follow forward. So get the full lock this time. It actually works better when they get the full figure four.
This is hard for me to roll.
And I usually try to follow through with my own arm lock. And then from there, if they do beat me to it, that's usually when I get into Yanni stuff, where I step on the bicep,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
and you can counter Kimura them. I like using
counter the counter Kimura. I love that.
before I step on the bicep. I know that like a lot of people teach that you're using the outside leg, but the hardest part is if you don't have the flexibility to get the arm in the bicep, you use your hand in the bicep first. So if Mikey has me in a Kimura in this position, I know that like. So I always want to turn and look at him. If I look away, he's going to pull my arm back, and he can't threaten an arm lock here anyway. So I always want to turn and look, and I just look to put my thumb right in the space, grabbing right over here. So his Kimura grip is strongest with his elbows close. So that's why it's if I go here, I kind of deny him from doing that. So he can hold it all day. I could just step on him. Then I just bring my head to the floor and then step right here. And now what's good about this is if I can lift his elbow, I can put my own Kimura, and then I'll trap his arm. I won't allow him, because if I forgot about it, he can put his arm inside right here.
Rotate.
He can put his hand inside, actually grab.
Here.
Yeah, and then he could just do the counter right back. But if I step here and then step over, now I can come up, and it's very hard to defend the Kimura when you have the arm trap. So a little lesson there. If you're attacking Kimura, always trap the arm. And
Yeah.
if they're not trapping the arm, use your arm
Mm-hmm.
to aid yourself out. You just start like pulling your elbow out.
Yep.
And like what Mikey was saying in the beginning, I need my elbow to defend that Kimura.
Brian says back up to the first line of the black mat. Sorry, Brian. Did you catch everything, or you want us to do it again?
This line, right? I think.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants us all the way over
back
here?
there, yeah.
But now we're too far away. Really?
Let me see in the other camera.
We're like little ants now.
You could see. You're welcome, Remo. Feel free to ask some questions, man.
I feel like this is a good spot.
Rich, 6 feet. We're trying. Extreme close up. Oh yeah, we've been talking right from here. We should definitely be back there.
Oh yeah, well that's the thing.
We're learning, guys. We're learning.
But we're going back and forth.
Yeah. We're sliding up so we can read your comments, guys.
Yeah, that's all it is. Look at our heads. Oh, he wants to know the Darce defense that I used. So my Darce defense is all about getting up. So if I'm over here, and Mikey's got figure 4. So basically what I want to do is I want to post this hand on the far hip, and I'm going to open my elbow up, and then I'm going to come up this way. And now, kind of depends. Sometimes people try dropping to their hip. If he goes to his hip, actually no, like dive underneath me to try.
Oh, like trying to get my arm
yeah.
deeper.
And then as he does this, I have to beat him to this. Once I come here, I can just open his arms up. Here there's still a chance if my arm's over here, so it's going to be kind of tough. So I like bringing my elbow all the way across, and then I start opening my head, and then I come here. So anytime, a lot of times I'm playing half guard, and the person gets in my head real quick while I have the underhook, and then all of a sudden we're in the Darce territory. So here I'm going to let go of the half guard, and I bring my hand here, and then I'm going to open my elbow here, and I come up. And the bigger I make myself, the better, okay? He may try to drop down. If he doesn't drop down, I look to start opening his elbow. So I come here, I start opening the elbow, possibly escape this way. And of course, I want to get my head out. But if not, there are movements where I can I can start ducking underneath here. I can come under here and breaking it too. Come to the back. I rarely have the confidence to do that one unless it's
Honestly, I feel like when you get that arm across and come up to your knees, you can even just play a waiting game because I feel really weak there.
Absolutely.
I feel very weak when I'm hitting that.
If they're not able to really, at that point, they're holding the figure 4 here, then you're going to know. Mm-hmm. If they're like reclosed, I'm always opening the elbows and making myself over here. And then the most important part is if they do dive underneath, is bringing the arm across. Over. Because you can get Darce flat on, like there are a lot of people that like just come here and then just go to do Darces this way where they start scooting in.
I actually love that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a sacrifice setup, but
yeah,
you catch people sleeping with that.
You catch a lot of people. And I know a lot of people have like either come close to getting on me, sometimes they get it in training if I'm like if I was like kind of sleeping on the position. So bringing that elbow, being quick on bringing that elbow all the way across. What do you do if the person posts the leg and backs up when you attempt a G-roll? Christian Velez, back from hiding.
He wants to see a Jan Father flying Barambolo.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, but so Brian, the person's posting on which leg now? So you're doing the G-roll from the person.
Oh wait, what are we doing?
He's saying if someone posts their leg while you're attempting the G-roll, what do you do?
Oh, okay. Hey, let's slide back. Wait, which leg were we posting? This inside one?
This one?
Or this one?
This leg.
Yeah.
Because if this leg is up, you can definitely take my back.
Yeah, that's easy money.
Yeah, so maybe they're like this?
Yeah, if they start posting here, I mean, I could usually still start fighting through that. I will start coming up and really just start driving through.
It's all about forcing me on this knee, I feel.
Yeah,
like.
exactly.
It's hard because this is uncomfortable for me, you know?
Yeah. Usually I don't really run into this too much. Or if
I'll start working my way underneath if I start feeling that leg come up. But like I said, if I have a good lock, my knee's very, very strong from here. Like if he posts up, I'll start driving, and then usually the other leg will start coming up.
I know you could use your hands on the mat to just get on top, right? Sometimes.
Oh, you like just pressing backwards? Yeah, I like that one a lot as well. That's usually in general a lot of pressure coming forward. Not even necessarily this knee here, but a lot of chest pressure where I just can't get the other knee off the mat. Like that's the whole objective here. And if he puts a lot of weight into me, I can't do it. So what I could do is go halfway, push up position, drive back. Okay. That's usually my go-to on big guys. Big guys, I struggle getting underneath and getting that leg over.
Yeah, it is hard to stop that, honestly. You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know that because Hoopin actually does that a lot in training.
That press?
He uses his hands and gets up, and I usually accept it. I try to go to heel hooks on him. I'm like,
yeah. Well, that's the one dangerous part about the G roll is if the person sits back quick, they can pull the knee in.
Yeah.
So try to forget that, guys, if you're rolling with me.
Don't
Don't remember that little detail.
remember that.
Show me the easy money. The entangled leg is what I'm talking. Oh, the entangled leg.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So this one, rather than bellying down, we're gonna kind of come almost like a hybrid. I kind of pushed up for that like little one I just showed. We're gonna come up and then dive underneath. So I start pressing. He posts up here. Come up.
Yep. Like we said,
through.
just like the Kiss of the Dragon.
I love when people post that leg up.
Yeah.
Makes my job easier.
And a little finish detail on the Kiss of the Dragon part, like I won't get to this position. Here's one thing that I like to always explain is a lot of times, like if I were standing up, Mike would just make me sit, right? Mm-hmm. But since I'm only on one knee, you don't want to kick with both legs. You only want to kick with one leg. He wants to kick with this leg. You see, now my hips are low. And then
Absolutely.
I know.
We might have to back up and show that again. Let's see that again.
So we're here in the G roll and the.
Right. So you post up, right?
Yeah, I'm up.
Come up. Dive through.
And now the idea is he's not going to extend with this leg. He's just going to extend with this leg, and then it makes me fall to my hip. When this happens, he's able to get us a good seatbelt.
Were you able to see that, Bri? Nice, cool, awesome.
Yeah. And then, of course, taking it back, I always like explaining the rule. If I fall to one side, that's the side I always put the hook in first. Because you don't want to be lazy. When you drill a move, you want to drill it in the way that's going to work, even if the person is starting to escape. So any sort of back take, and I sit them down.
Or maybe like here?
Like this is fine. Anytime we end up in this position. First off, I always like doing this too. Like I pinch my knees and hook just to slow them down. Then I go to upper body control. And now when I go to put one hook in, I immediately fall in that direction. And we can put our foot in that same position we were before.
Mm-hmm.
If I try to put this foot in and he blocks it, he uses this, and then I use my other foot, and then I immediately fall to that side.
Nice.
So we go here. If he allows it, I go in and I immediately fall. If he blocks it, I put the other foot and I immediately fall. And this puts me in position where my foot's across, my head's nice and tight, I have good position. Change the armbar if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Sometimes when drilling moves...
When you're teaching new students which direction to fall, do you emphasize either one anymore?
No.
Because old school is you always go to your choking side, but I don't.
In fact,
I don't
teach
that much
I don't
anymore.
really. I really just what I just showed. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Whichever side I put the first hook in.
Get the dominant hook, fall to that side.
And
yeah,
it's very rare that you're going to be able to get both hooks at the same time. That's usually
right.
You're going against someone that's not experienced. You can get both hooks in.
Mm-hmm.
So you're always going to put one hook in. Don't try to do one hook in and then another hook in because then they're going to escape.
Right.
I want to hook and turn this way.
Yep, break them down.
You don't give them the option of escaping.
Yeah.
So sometimes people go like this. They put the hook, right? Common mistake. I come here, I put a hook and I went the wrong way. Now I gave him the option of this escape. And now I'm like here and he's got to get up.
Yep.
So even if I'm doing like the basic back take from side control. Let's just say I came here and then I push his arm across, I use my chest and I get him sideways. I do the same thing. I pull back a little bit, then I step over. Now I don't go this way. I gotta take him the other side.
Yeah.
Same rules apply. How about up here? Any
action? Any action up there? Lulu. You're welcome.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Mike
Constantino, what's up, man? I think you guys were really typing that question. Cool. Awesome. You're welcome, Remo. Or thank Yanni.
Single leg X, spacing, and passing. Brian just wants all of our secret moves.
I know. Yanni is the right person to ask for that, though.
Yeah, so single leg X, the main thing you have to always realize, there's a lot of ways you can pass. So, the only way he's going to sweep me is if this foot steps too close. If I step too close, he can take me this way. But that doesn't mean anything because he can't get up unless he stays on this side, right? And then he can get up. So I can always, if he goes this way, I go this way. So try to get up, Mike. I always get back up. Ready? Try to get up. He'll always get back up. So, knowing that, as soon as I get put on my butt, I turn. He runs into my knee. As he picks up his chest, he runs into my knee.
Oh, yeah.
Slows him down. And then I just extend this leg. A lot of times people are like, maybe thinking of like, trying to attack my legs. Like it looks like he can read me, so that's why I always also start putting my hand underneath. If I can put my hand underneath, I can do this short toe hold, and then he wants to get his leg out. Now I go to stand. Now when I'm looking the back step, once I push forward, I always want to compress this leg though, because if I don't, he just follows me. So I usually have to post his hand. So I push down, push this leg here, close, and then I'm here. I'm sitting on his shoulder. Small movement.
So your hips go into my chest, not the mat, right?
Yeah, they go.
Back step.
This is important. Where I post his hand will help me finish the back step because if I go here, I'm gonna get it. If he uses his hand on my elbow and redirects my hand, I'm gonna start falling again. Or if he pushes me a little bit over his head. Now, even if I recover, he's probably going to get up. So first, if he does sweep me for a second, I turn him and I get back up. Use this hand inside if you can. If it's super tight but he doesn't reap, he's just stepping on me, then I'm going to turn and open. And now we're here. And the higher my head is, the harder it is for him to re-step on my head. The lower my head is, the easier it is for him to put it. So once I get this, I'm here, pose, sit. Another option I can do is if I grab both legs, as I start coming in this way, and then I go to his head. And then I just start turning my knee through.
Nice.
This is a really good one too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll hold, I won't even take it off sometimes. Sometimes I'll just let him have it. I'll just step in and then I just look for his head. Nice. And then
I do a really similar one to that.
if I can't get up though, this is all if I'm standing. If I can't get up, if I'm here, this is okay because I use this hand for balance. I remove this foot and then I just start lifting my foot and I try to go to the other side. A lot of times people try to elevate my leg. I step across, come here.
You're just coming out with your heel first, right?
Yeah. So my hand, this is when my hand is posted. I just retract. See how my knee is even with his knee right now? I bring my knee low so my foot is light and I just pull it out. Or sometimes I'll put it between his legs and reset. I actually did this in no-gi pants in my first match. I broke down that match one of the streams we did. And a lot of it I was just pushing in my hand. As the person came up, I was just pulling my knee out. and I wanted to do this. I actually got to here, but then he pushed me back and recovered guard. But if you pull it off, it's like a 50-50 pass, like normally from here, where we step over.
Yep.
But since this foot's under my leg, if I can keep this leg out, I can do a quick pass.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my...
Nice.
He's asking everything that frustrates
You
him.
guys. Nice. Now you need to do one talking about how to stop your pressure passing.
Hey, Jesse, back off.
Jesse, what's up, dude? We got Dan DiLorenzo. What's up, dude? Cool. Hit him with a muzzle top. You got it, Ant.
That's a Call of Duty joke.
All right. Well, I feel like we got a lot of technique. Monday we did some gi stuff. Today we did some no gi. If you guys have any other questions, we can definitely cover in the next stream. We'll try to like start with something with like a series. We'll start every stream with a series of techniques, and then the rest of it will just be like Q&A and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And those of you got Facebook, we have a YouTube stream running as well. We're gonna share it every time we go live, so start to look for that. If you guys wanna keep following this.
On the YouTube is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I've been doing like match breakdowns. They've been actually a lot of fun. Me and Andy were doing it together yesterday. We watched so many matches. Actually, we watched one of yours. I had on my hard drive.
Which one was
from
that?
Remember the one at Subforce a long time ago? When you
Oh
were
yeah, me, Andy, and Dylan.
Yeah, we watched one of Dylan's matches.
That's
Guys,
awesome.
check the YouTube channel yesterday. You can see a young Dylan Dennis as a purple belt at the sub-only tournament.
Yeah.
It was a really good match.
That was, that was a
Yeah.
fun tournament.
Yeah, Mike was just hitting all his standard moves, man. His switching passes, his crucifix arm lock he did in that move.
That was the move I was dying to hit that tournament. Every tournament,
Yeah.
I usually have one sub I want to try to hit. I was working crucifix arm bars for like months up until that tournament. So yeah, I was really excited about that one.
Yeah, if you guys can dig up any of your old matches, Christian Velez, if you come to the stream tomorrow, I'll break down some of your I have all your matches, bro.
Do it.
We should.
God. Giuseppe, what up, dude? Hope everything's well with you too. Gracie Street Fight breakdowns.
As far as IBJJF breakdowns, I mean, it's possible. I don't know if it'll get taken down.
He said a street fight.
No. Andres here said IBJJF breakdowns. The only thing is, if I know that YouTube will take down the stream if it's copyrighted content. So I'm trying to do stuff, but we can. I mean, maybe if it's a match on YouTube, post it. We'll try to do it. Hopefully we don't get. If not, we'll just start a second stream and do a different match. Yeah. I know we definitely probably wouldn't be able to do any floor grappling stuff.
Yeah, no. They're going to come after us.
Yeah, probably get taken down. And they're quick to just as soon as there's a copyright strike, your live stream gets turned off. It's oh shit.
Yeah, they're a nightmare.
But awesome, guys. Can't wait to we can all start training again. But it's going to be a little bit, if you've been following news, you can see that we're still going up. But it looks like they're expecting the peak to be hitting in a week or two and then start going down. So
this is, we're being hypocrites right now, but this is the time to stay home, guys.
Yeah.
Stay home. Don't be in big groups, seriously.
Other than this, both of us are pretty much not doing anything,
Yeah, no.
And when I went to Stop and Shop earlier today, I had a
mask.
I had a mask and gloves, and I
Nice.
immediately came in and washed my hands. So
Yeah.
I'm taking all the precautions.
Yeah, be really careful who you guys are around. And yeah, we can't wait to get back, guys. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
So
I think when we get back, our bodies will be nice and recovered, and
yeah, and
our
heavier.
mind. Yeah, I know we'll all be heavier, and our minds hopefully will be sharper. I know that just doing these streams, staying active, has been keeping my mind sharp. So
Yeah. I feel good coming out of these.
awesome.
Cool.
All right. We'll
Thanks,
see you guys
guys.
later.